So last time up here, we spoke about leadership, and that leadership is really embodied by the next man coming to the stage. Superintendent Dr. Michael Hinojosa not only leads Dallas ISD, he has lived Dallas ISD. He's a graduate of Sunset High School. That's where Sunset roots. He started his career as a teacher and coach at Adamson, where one of his former players describes him as a bad man. His sons graduated from Hillcrest, and Hillcrest too? Where's Hillcrest? Thank you. And he has led Dallas ISD, started in 2005 to 2011, and then came back to see the dual language he started grow to the largest dual language program in the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dr. Michael Hinojosa.
Good morning, Dallas ISD. All right, buenos dias. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Well, thank you very much for being here. Very excited to greet you. I was asked yesterday, so how long you been with Dallas ISD? Well, I was with Dallas ISD as a student for a decade. I was with Dallas ISD as a teacher and a coach for almost a decade, and now I've been superintendent for almost a decade. So about 30 years, about 3 decades. And so I really want to thank you for joining our family. I think you've made a great decision, and I really appreciate your commitment to urban education. And I want to thank my introduction, and when you have a lot of employees, they tell everybody what I ask them to say, and they say something nice about me. So that's very cool that Michael introduced me that way. But he didn't get the name quite right. It's actually Eliu Misael Hinojosa de los Reyes Valles Salazar Gomez Gutierrez. And that's why they call me Mikey Baby, because nobody can say any of those names. But you know, so people ask me, what should we call you? I prefer to be called Michael, but somehow people can't say that. And I go to schools every Wednesday, so I'll be hopefully seeing you in action. And I come on Wednesday because it's hump day. I want to see you at your best. I'm never going to go to a high school on Friday afternoon because I don't want to have a bad weekend. Yeah, I get it. Some people like to call me Dr. Hinojosa. Some people, like I was in the car today coming over here, they refer to me in the third person, the superintendent, like I don't have a name. And some people really have trouble just calling me anything, so I just say, just call me Doc. How hard is it to say Doc? And really, I really don't care what you call me as long as I love it when you call me Big Papa. So I'm Big Papa around this place. So when you hear them talk about Big Papa, that's me. All right, so what about Dallas ISD? What have you gotten yourself into? You don't know. I was in your seat 40 years ago. I started as a brand new teacher in this district, and I was excited, but I was scared. What I want us to overcome, as if you're from Dallas, you know this. If you're from the North Texas, you know this. But if you're from outside, you don't know that this is a tale of two cities. What you see is a big, beautiful town, a big, beautiful city, and the state bird of Texas is the construction crane. There is so much money in this town. However, you look at our students, and it tells a different story. And we don't apologize for our demography. We're proud of our kids. We're very proud of our kids. We're 95% ethnic minority. We're 90% economically disadvantaged. We're 44% English learner, and we rock. It's hard work. And in Dallas, you got to bring your A game every day. But in the last 3 years, we've gone from 43 schools in improvement required status, and yesterday we got notified we're down to 4 or 3. So tremendous progress. So demography is not destiny. Demography is not destiny. And you're the one that's going to change that cycle of poverty. And in Dallas, you're going to hear about a lot of different things, and you're going to be part of a lot of different things. We're best in class in the country in 3 things. Yes, you heard about the dual language program. We're best in class. We have one-way dual language at over 100 elementary schools, and we have two-way dual language at over 50 elementary schools where you have the opportunity to become biliterate. Not only if you're an English learner, but also if you're white, or you're African American, or you're third generation Latino, and you want to become biliterate as a student, that can happen for you in Dallas. We have that opportunity for you. We're best in class in the country. We're also best in class in the country for our STEM work: science, technology, engineering, and math. We have robotics teams at so many campuses, and it'll make you cry. Even a macho Mexicano like me will cry when you see the kids at Sunset High School that are special needs that are in the robotics program. That's what you're going to see. That's what you're going to see and be part of. And then we're best in class in the country in another thing: collegiate academies. We now have 23 collegiate academies in Dallas ISD, where you can get your associate's degree before you get your high school diploma for free, and you get paired up with people like AT&T, American Airlines, Accenture, Encore, Fluor, Telemundo. All of these, we have 66 industry partners that are helping our kids get through high school with something that they can get a job or go on to a 2-year, 4-year university. In fact, unbeknownst to a lot of people, 25% of our freshmen are 14-year-olds, and 25% of our sophomores are 15-year-olds are currently enrolled in a college course. And that's what we're doing right now. So, and this is in its infancy, but it's working its way through. But we're not perfect. We got a long way to go, got a lot of things to do, but we're in the people business, and we need you. And we need you to do a great job, and we don't want you to be apologetic. When I first came back to Dallas ISD, who do you work for? Dallas ISD. We want you to be proud of who you work for. We want you to be proud of what you do. So they asked me, what advice would I give teachers, first-year teachers? Well, first of all, some superintendents beat up on teachers. That's not me. In fact, I love teachers so much, I married 2 of them. Hey, I'm not from Utah, I'm from Mexico. But my second wife, and I got it right the second time. First time, 3 years, and I had a great son out of that marriage. And the second time, I've been married for 29 years. And she was a high school English AP teacher. And so I asked her, what should I say to these teachers who are going to be teachers? Don't say anything. You haven't been in the classroom in 30 years. What do you know about teaching? See? So she once asked me, why do you want to be superintendent? I said, because I want to be the boss somewhere, because I'm not the boss at home. Found out I'm still not the boss of anything. I got so many bosses, especially right here at the Dallas Morning News. They're writing down everything I say. Yeah, Corbett. But I do have some advice for teachers. I don't always listen to my wife says, just don't tell her that I don't listen to her. So what advice do I have for teachers? My first advice is make it to October. Half the job is showing up. And you don't know what you don't know. And some of you have been very well trained. I went to a great university, Texas Tech University, got my undergrad. But what you'll discover after the first week, you can breathe. You can't even breathe the first week. And then after the first month, now you start seeing some routines. And after the first 6-week grading period, and now you've made it to October, now you got it. And the game's gonna slow down. It's like you're in the NFL, and the game is so fast because everything you've been taught you wanna do, and you wanna do a great job. But these students are not widgets. They're human beings. And raise your hand, or no, stand up if you're going to be teaching in the middle school. Stand up. Thank you. May the Lord be with you. And also with you. I taught 1 year at a middle school and I said, get me out of here, I'm gonna get fired. So you gotta love what you're doing, you gotta know what you're good at. I was not good at middle school. Booger jokes are not me. So you gotta know your audience. And I remember my first lesson as a teacher. Boy, I thought I was a hot shot, man. And I prepared all weekend. I had it all pristine. I got up there. I had everything ready to go. Got in there, delivered my lesson. It was over in 10 minutes. Now what do? That's when I learned how to tell jokes, just so I could keep them from coming after me. Now I make light of it, but there's an art and a science to teaching that you will learn. But also, it is very rewarding. And you make the biggest difference with students with the greatest needs, as Dr. Flores described. And I'm that immigrant too. I was born in Mexico. But teachers saved me. And teachers are the ones that inspired me. And teachers are the ones that helped me get promoted. And so teachers, you make a big difference in the lives of everybody. So I'll leave you with 3 things as you go forward. Number 1, be proud of who you are and where you come from. Look to the past with pride. I'm proud to be an immigrant. I'm proud that I grew up in Oak Cliff. You are a set of your experiences. That is your qualitative research. So don't be bashful about who you are and where you come from, because that's helped mold you as an individual to where you are right now. So look to the past with pride. In the present, be excited about what your work is. Look, nothing great has ever been accomplished in the absence of enthusiasm. So you have to be excited about what you do. I don't know why they hired me. I needed a 6th grade science teacher, and they sent me to your school. That's very inspiring, not fake it till you make it. You're gonna make it, but sometimes you just got to fake it. And then go talk to somebody who can help you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. But you got to be enthusiastic about your work. People will follow you if you're enthusiastic. These students, if they know that you care, they will deliver for you. And they'll come up to you in a restaurant a few years later, and you remember me? And you got to say yes. Don't say no. What's my name? Jose? I don't know. But act like you know them, because they'll always come up to you because you've made an impact on their lives. They spend more quality time with you than anybody else. And Our parents want to be there. A lot of them work 2 or 3 jobs. A lot of times we have aunties and grandmas raising our kids. But it is what it is. And sometimes we do have our parents there. Sometimes they're there too much. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that, Corbett. It's off the record. But they're there, some of them. And the third thing is I look to the future with hope and aspiration. Some people look to the future and all they want to do is read the negative news and the negative media and the negative stuff. I don't operate that way. I believe that our future is great. And our future is great because we got people like you who want to come to an urban district to make a difference for students. And you can make that difference if you have the right attitude, you have the right knowledge, skills, and attitude to deliver a promise on these kids. So I'm looking forward to a great year from all of you. Let's have a great year. Thank you very much.